Let's chat about early labor. So this is when labor really starts to get rolling. Usually you'll start out with like a lower backache. You may also have some diarrhea. That is really common. It's kind of your body's way of clearing everything out of the way to make room for baby. Losing your mucus plug or having a bit of bloody show. As your cervix starts to efface and dilate, that mucus plug that was sealing off your cervix can fall out. And sometimes those capillaries in your cervix can burst, causing a little bit of bleeding. So those are good signs that your body is making some progress. And then you'll start having some contractions. And those early labor contractions feel a little bit like menstrual cramps typically. And basically what a contraction is it's just your uterine muscle tightening and squeezing and pushing baby down onto that cervix to help it efface and dilate. And you'll notice that they're sort of a pattern, but they're a little spaced out. So typically they start out every 8 to 10 minutes, and the contractions themselves only last about 20-30 seconds. And they're not really stopping you in your tracks. You can still kind of carry on with your day. So a lot of times it's hard to tell whether it is early labor or maybe if you've been having prodromal labor or a lot of Braxton Hicks, it can be a little bit confusing. So the first thing I usually tell people to do is to drink a glass of water and try getting in the shower or bath and see if the contractions continue or if they kind of go away. If they continue after, changing position, having something to eat and drink, taking a shower, then that can be a good indicator that maybe this is early labor. Early labor is typically the longest phase of labor. It can last anywhere from like 4 to 12 or more hours, depending on mom and baby's position. But first-time moms usually have a longer early labor, and so it can be really hard to manage your time when you're in early labor. Really excited, like this is the day I'm going to meet my baby, but it might not actually be until tomorrow that baby comes. So it's really important if it is nighttime and you think that you might be in early labor, make rest your priority. And even if you can't fully sleep, putting on a movie or reading a book and laying in bed and trying to relax as much as possible is really, really key. If it is the morning time, make sure you eat your normal breakfast, something that's easy to digest and healthy and protein, because you're gonna need that energy to sustain you through your labor, and you never really know how long your labor will be. So you wanna make sure that you're fueling your body. Another really important thing in early labor is to really encourage that oxytocin flow. So if your husband is home and you want to have some snuggle time, that is a great way to kind of get oxytocin flowing and encouraging that labor to progress.